A kind day to you all, I am Kinsmarck.
I'm Violeta.
And I came to say, we're alive!
And home!
I know the channel has gone pretty dark the last couple of days. That's because they were pretty full endeavors. Checking out the San Diego Zoo, the carrier USS Midway, and then the 35-hour train ride that we just came home from. Because
my feet hurt.
Yeah, it came from Oceanside, California, up to Los Angeles, and then...
then we had like an 8-hour layover.
Yeah, the initial ticket purchase, the labeling on it said that we were going to transfer at LAX, which I thought at the time kind of strange. I just figured, okay, maybe their train station runs through the airport. As it happens, we actually never went anywhere at all, as far as I know, close to LAX. We instead transferred at Union Station. And that was a pretty cool little layover. I may actually delay the release of this up. Y'all just get a janky schedule of when things are happening, because I'll release this the day we return, so hopefully same day you're seeing it. And then I meant to say I still have the couple of travelogues that I did record some footage for, pretty extensive actually, for the zoo and for the carrier. And since I recorded a lot of stuff, yeah, and then that, so each of those I'm going to stitch together the same way we have with the others. We'll probably just record the commentary and like the recapping of what we did on each day here, or maybe walking around our own neighborhood, because we need to get out and walk more, because exercise, because I'm chubby, and I hate it, so I want it to stop.
So, and because we were walking every day, except for the day we were on the train, we're going to try to keep up with that habit.
And I've made some progress already, because a lot of my pants aren't fitting well. And that's a good problem to have, and I want to keep that problem. Except then I need to purchase more pants. And pants are expensive. And I'm in stream of consciousness mode. So anyway, it's
okay.
I've hardly slept at all in the last few days, because one, we were staying in an apartment with 5 people, and it was pretty warm in there. And so
the air mattress was kind of hard.
Yeah, it was comfortable enough. It's just I can't sleep well in heat, and it's Southern California, so you do the math. Especially in an apartment sans air conditioning. So that, and then the constant like shaking and the sounds and all the constant interruptions on the train. I've just picked up an hour of sleep here and there for the last like 36 plus hours. So little loopy. Fair warning. A little late. Anyway, I just wanted to conduct this and let y'all know that we made it home safe.
We're back, and streams will resume this Friday.
It's coming
at
Friday.
Our normal time.
Let's check the date just so we're clear here. The 1st of April.
Oh yeah, April 1st.
So April Fool's Day stream.
Although it's not really an April Fool's Day stream. It's an XCOM 2 stream
Yeah.
as per usual.
Hopefully the aliens don't prank me. It's not just a prank. So
now I'm worried.
I don't know. And also a couple of DLCs for games that we have ongoing series have come out since we were away. Like Anarchy's Children came out, and Automatron came out. So hopefully I can address those.
Looking forward to that in the future.
And indeed, I have a lot to accomplish since we've come home. As I said in one of the vlogs just prior to us heading out, I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to change, some remixes to the approach to the channel. I'll make a more concise and actually like outlined and properly scripted vlog for addressing all of that, because I want to keep it clear and not tangent wander off the way I am prone like now when I don't have those things to keep me on track.
And when he's sleep deprived.
Yeah, so
I love you.
Yeah, so just heads up, a couple of vlogs are coming, and not just the travelogues, and I've actually, also, fair announcement there, since we had discussed it and we found that, like, the travelogues, they're kind of their own thing. They aren't really vlogs per se. I mean, they're conducted in that format.
But they're a bit different.
They're a separate thing, though. So I created a standalone playlist for the travelogues that I've already attached all of the current ones that exist to.
And the future ones will all go to that playlist,
Yeah.
as well as the trip that we took
from
last
like
summer.
like 3/4 a year ago.
We'll go on to that one too. That one's just a bit more editing intensive.
Yeah, it's
than
a lot
we've really
more.
been wanting to handle.
Yeah, and that one, because it was checking out a lot of places that my grandma showed me, and as I've said here on the channel in the past, she isn't in the greatest of states at the moment.
Yeah.
I kind of consider that one something of a tribute to her. So as I've said, I work on it as a like a low priority project, because I know the main focus of the channel is games and covering them, like travelogue. Like, we aren't a travel channel. So
that would be cool if we were, though.
yeah, and if those things actually end up gaining enough like traction and attention, who knows? I might start a separate channel just for travel stuff. It would end up very intermittent because I can't afford to travel often. For the time,
Hey,
I think
we could take little day trips.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we could show everybody around the Galveston Strand and the boardwalk.
Speaking of alternate channels, one idea I have had that I may as well address here, because I haven't really got much else to cover along with this announcement/query, so I may as well do it here.
We're home.
Yeah, is as several of you who are aware of it know already, I announced in the previous stream that for my happy latest consecutive victory over Death Day, I purchased my first firearm. I got a Mosin Nagant M9130, and so I want to start creating some videos for like marksmanship challenges, see if I can hit a dime at so many yards, that kind of thing. So hit me up with ideas for the kinds of videos you want to see. Safe, of course. Legal, of course. Keep it clean here. And also, if eventually I can acquire a few more, because I want to start collecting, especially like circa World War I and II, a lot of those old rifles, the primary rifles from each of the main combative forces, like the K98 and M1 eventually, that kind of thing. Yeah, because I know she loves firing the M1, because my cousin has one, and we shot it in a vlog that some of you may have seen from like a year ago. There is footage of that on the channel. Search for it if you like.
Fun.
Oh yeah. So for those, I'm contemplating the idea, because it is a pretty far deviation from the usual sorts of content we create here on the channel, I'm considering creating a standalone channel for that kind of content. And I'm not sure whether I'll create it here on YouTube, because I have many misgivings, especially of late with them, or whether or not I'll simply start it over on Full30, which, for those who aren't aware, is a video platform for the creation of firearms-related content that I like the idea of. I have to do some more research on it, just to make sure I'm clear in my understanding and, dot all my I's, cross all my T's.
And we're not entirely sure what to name this new channel.
That's the other thing. Come up with ideas for things that I could record.
See, I had the idea of just doing last level press, like...
Yeah, like ammo press. Like I would like that idea, and it would carry over well if I actually had like an ammo press and I did like what Demolition Ranch does and like create weird shotgun rounds.
That would be cool, though.
I can't afford to do that, though. So, come up with names, guys. I can't promise I'll use any of the ones you come up with, because I'm a stickler for names. I have to absolutely love it to settle on it.
So picky.
Y'all haven't any idea how long it took me to come up with a name for this channel, just so you know.
So picky.
That's another thing. Also, I have some parts. I may actually, as one of the first videos on that new channel, show off some of the extra like parts and stuff that I ordered for the Mosin. Because I got a cleaning kit for it, like proper, an old the cleaning rod and ammo pouches. I'm not like showing them or anything.
I know, new channel. Don't
So,
shoot our new channel in the foot by telling them everything on this one.
I have to hype it first, though, you know?
I know, but it has no name yet, so you can't really truly hype it if there's no name.
I can hype the idea. So, come up with ideas. Speaking of.
And please let us know if you guys want to see more travelogues, because we will be happy to take day trips every other weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
If that's something you guys are interested in.
Yeah, because as far as the analytics are concerned, those videos perform a little less well than the usual sorts of content I create, largely because it's like suddenly travel stuff from a gaming channel.
Yep.
Huh? Like, I can understand that. The people that do watch them, though, comment frequently, and it's always pretty praising. Like, they're just like, these are cool, a nice change of pace. So the small group of people who do watch them seem to like them. In which case, I want to make sure that we can deliver, even for the smaller group of people that is, the kind of content y'all want to see. So let me know what y'all think. And as I said, I will try to get the last 3, I think it'll come to, of the travelogues from the California trip released in this coming week. Again, that's for the San Diego Zoo and for the Carrier Midway, as well as for the train trip home. So
there's some interesting things to see on all of those.
Yeah. Also a few things as far as just what to expect from the channel. As I said, I know I have the announcement for some changes that are coming. Nothing entirely all that drastic, just
nothing all that big.
I'm not like canceling all that sort of thing. I'm mostly just implementing some structure to the way I approach the channel. And again, I'll cover that in greater detail for the vlog that's meant to address that. I also have
there will be some changes to the office space.
Yes, we are going to rearrange in here. We'll show that off with sort of like an office walkthrough once we've accomplished it.
And hopefully it will make our live streams easier.
Yes.
And it will hopefully make it easier to see both of us.
Yeah, so that she's not like shunted off into a corner here.
Little ghost in the background, right?
Yeah. So for all that stands in the way of accomplishing that is I just need to finish the last couple of series that I'm still conducting over my old screen name, and I am a stickler for consistency, as y'all are all aware. So I don't want to like shift the
background until we finish that
mid-series, especially right at the end of a series. So once I wrap those, then that's my incentive to get those wrapped, because I've kind of put them off. So that then I can fully retire the old screen name and we can rearrange in here and kind of have like a fresh start, because we came up with some cool ideas to help structure things and move things along a little
We're
easier.
actually very excited about it, so
yes,
we
we
hope
are.
you guys will be just as excited as we are.
So as far as other stuff to cover, I have several First 15s I want to do. I meant to do several of these prior to leaving. I just ran completely out of time.
And there's also a couple of Let's Play series with both of us, which you can look forward to. Hopefully that'll be fun.
Crossovers!
Yeah!
So
hopefully that'll be fun.
Yeah, I also have like a pile of indie games on my desktop to
cover.
cover.
It's kind of ridiculous. Like, we've stopped looking really hard for
I skimmed through stuff like Game Jolt and IndieDB like once a week.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Because there's so many. And
I had actually copied several, like I think 10 of them over to my external drive that we took with us to California.
But because we weren't alone in the apartment during the day like we thought we would be.
Company of 5 people, including us. So that meant that I would have a lot of audio pollution, especially because noise traveled through those walls like sandpaper. And I mean sandpaper because some of it was grating on the ears. That's another story. Screaming infant. Anyway.
Story for one of our travelogues, my love.
And on streams and stuff for relating more details. I just didn't want to disturb them because they're like active military and they're in kind of a screwy situation. It's resolved now. Actually, it got resolved while we were there. I really did not want to put them out. I didn't want to disturb them because they're under enough stress as it is.
Yep.
So to then deal with some guy that's just like, hey, can you shut up for a minute while I laugh at games on camera? Like, I know how that would appear, especially to someone that isn't all that familiar with this kind of thing. So,
yeah, that would have been a bit
just for respect for them, then I was like, you know what? I have to kind of shake it up and, create some extra kinds of content on the fly.
And thus came the travelogues.
Yeah, the things you've seen this past week were the result of that. So I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to say. This is pretty much just to let y'all know we're alive, because I know I haven't commented on anything, released a video in the last few days. So look forward to all the extra content that I have mentioned is coming, as well as a few other things that I haven't. They're a secret, so you'll have to wait. I will simply say as a hint that Gaming Unplugged is getting dusted off in the very near future. So, anything else you want to add? Anything at all?
I don't think so. I think we've covered pretty much everything.
Check. So, I look forward to streaming, because I've missed you guys.
I know.
Comment if you've missed us, because I've missed you.
I just told him just a few minutes ago, I was like, I'm looking forward to Friday. And he's like, what happens on Friday? I'm like, stream. We get to stream again.
Yeah. So,
which is...
It's so strange, because, like, the vast majority of you I've never seen, I've never met personally.
But we still love you guys
anyway. I love the community we have, especially for our stream regulars. And,
we have missed all of you. I mean, we've had fun. Don't get me wrong.
It was a fun trip. It was a good time to come home.
Yeah. We are ready to be back and to hit things hard and get stuff done and get to hang out with you guys again.
Yeah, and the kind of strange thing is, like, as exhausted as I am, because I haven't slept all that much in the last few days, I'm
kind of hyped right now.
I'm emotionally energized.
Bouncy.
Yeah, I'm psychologically ready to come at the channel hard again.
We're excited. That's what that means. We are excited. We're excited for the things that are coming, for the stuff that we're wrapping up, for all the new bits.
We already had the ideas in mind, and then we spent a week with a couple of active Marines, and for them it's just like, cut the crap. Like, we all have to interact very straightly with each other. So it kind of helps.
Just do it.
Yeah, it kind of helps to put things in perspective for me, in a very positive sort of way. So I'm like, again, physiologically very drained. Emotionally, I'm freaking gauged, man. Ready to kick some ass. So that's what we're gonna do in the coming days and weeks. So I hope you all are prepared for all of that. I'm Kinsmarck here at Last Level Press.
I'm Violeta.
And as always, we wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.
Bye.
Cheers, everybody. Mic check, my mic check. All right, not muted. Cool. Because I've made that mistake. What? I'm in stream of consciousness mode.
I see you.